4-3-3. But I think right now you have to look at your opponent before you play any team. You have to look how they play and how you're going to stop them, how you're going to collect 3 points from them, like Antonio Conte, what he does with Chelsea, and also Jose Mourinho, what he's done for many teams in Italy, in Spain, and also in England. So I think it's something that was about to happen for Arsene Wenger. If he wanted to stay at Arsenal, then he had to go the Arsenal.
Talk about pop-ups going up. Is Arsenal going up on the log?
Going up, I don't see Arsenal finishing in the top 4 this season because they've left it late. Yes, they are going to collect important points in the remaining matches, but I don't think it will be enough to make them finish in the top 4.
What do you think, Okenya?
I mean, you have 4 teams that want to finish in the top 4. You have Manchester City, you have Manchester United, you have Arsenal, you have Everton. All these teams want to finish in the top 4. And what makes the challenge for the top 4 interesting is that currently Manchester City is 1 point ahead of Manchester United. Manchester United is 4 points ahead of Arsenal, who have a game in hand. So if they win that game, there will be a point behind Manchester United. And you look at the remaining fixtures, probably what will define if Arsenal will finish in the top 4 will be the match between Manchester United and Arsenal that will be played at the Emirates, and it will be probably a season-defining fixture for Arsene Wenger, despite the fact that they're in the finals of the AFA, which you never know. It's a cup final. You never know which team will win. For example, the semi-final between Manchester City. Manchester City played really well, but they could not, you know, take the chances that they had, and Arsenal ended up, you know, disappointing them. So I think the challenge for the top 4, with also mixing Everton in there. Remember, they're playing Chelsea tomorrow, and if they win the match against Chelsea, then the pressure moves on to the other 3 teams. That's Man United, Man City, and Arsenal.
But I don't think Everton has a chance. I don't think they have a chance because if you look at they've played 3 more games than what Arsenal and Manchester United have played.
It's true.
So, and I don't think Arsenal and Man U will lose will lose the
but
game.
You also have Liverpool, who have played 2 more games than what United, City, and Arsenal have. So it's bound to be interesting. You may even have the 4 teams that are challenging for the top for the 4th position. One of them, you know, going into the 3rd, and you have.
Let's talk about this standing there, because you're talking about the standing, and Chelsea seems to be very, very comfortable on top of this log, but they're not that comfortable because it is just 4 points, and Tottenham Hotspur seems to be coming, and they're saying we can do some catch-up. The first, actually, when you look at the first 2, they have their gap in their own way, and you're talking about Liverpool being on the 3rd position, and the difference between Liverpool, Manchester City, and Manchester United is 64, 65, 66.
Yeah.
So anything can happen.
I think right now for Conte is hoping and praying that, you know, Arsenal do damage to Tottenham, and having the fact that it's a London derby, and when the 2 teams, Arsenal and Tottenham, meet, Arsenal have a better record against Tottenham. So he will be praying that, you know, Arsenal do the damage, and if the damage is done, then it means that Chelsea will only have to win like 3 of their last remaining matches. And remember, Tottenham have to play Manchester United and Arsenal. So they have, and they also have to play West Ham, which is a London derby. So for me, I think Chelsea are going to win this. They're going to win the league, and what defines if they win the league is if Tottenham lose their match against Arsenal tomorrow, then the league will be all gone for Chelsea. They will be running away with that.
Let's talk about the relegation scare, because we talk about the Black Cats, and they seem to be having a lot of lives. But I heard someone saying that it seems like their lives are now over.
I think the people who are having fun with what Black Cats are going through at the moment are Newcastle fans. Remember when Newcastle was relegated last season, it's because of Sunderland. We thought the 2 of them were going down, and you know, you look at these 2 sides, they're rivals. It's an age-old rivalry, and I think Newcastle fans are very happy having in mind the fact that they're coming back into the Premier League, and Sunderland is one of the teams that is likely to go down at the end of the season. So I don't think...
Or are they going down?
Sunderland? No.
I don't think they will survive.
A cat has 9 lives, and if you look at the 9 last seasons they played, I think they were losing 1 life. So now they don't have any other life. I think they're going to drop, because if you look at history, the last 9 seasons, they failed to reach 40 points in the last 6. in 6 out of the last 9 seasons. So, which I think 40 is the pass mark for you not to be relegated, and it's a bad record for Sunderland. I think this time they're going to drop.
Yes, this time they're going to drop. Yes, we talk about Sunderland. They are the black cats, not only cats, but black cats. But yes, Abula is saying they have been having the 9 lives, and now it seems like their lives are over. You never know. We will wait and see. But it's more likely they're going to be relegated. Let's talk about Manchester United against Swansea. It is going to be a spicy affair. Remember, one man, Jose Mourinho, is saying that I must win this match. Yes, they've gone unbeaten, 24, very, very hefty and positive record. But against Swansea, which kind of a match do we expect? I know Manchester United will go out there trying to get the maximum points, but for Swansea, they also have a statement and a point that they need to prove. Take a look. What do we expect? Manchester United against Swansea.
Manchester United may have allowed Manchester City 19 shots during the derby stalemate, but their defensive record for 2017 remains intact. Jose Mourinho's side have conceded fewer Premier League goals than any other team this calendar year, just 5 in total. A sharp contrast to the first half of their season, when they let in 19. United's 13th draw of the season means they've gone 24 league games without losing, equaling the record for their longest unbeaten run within a single top-flight season. But their frustrating home form has seen them drop points, and with just 5 games remaining, they can ill afford to settle for yet another draw. On Sunday, they face a side fighting for Premier League survival, but with a set-piece specialist capable of serving up an upset. Swansea City's Gylfi Sigurdsson has provided 12 Premier League assists this season, but a league-high 7 have come from set pieces, one of which came against their opponents in the reverse fixture in November. The Swans' much-needed victory over Stoke City last weekend ended a 6-match winless run, but the South Wales side remain in the relegation zone. Having failed to pick up a single point on the road since the end of January, Paul Clement's team still have a lot to do in a short space of time.
Chelsea. Everton against Chelsea is also one of the best matches that maybe might dent the chances for Chelsea